I guess I can't escape it any longer. Welcome everybody to Blue Dragon on the Xbox One.
You know what's weird?
General.
Unlike High Wing Drag.
That's
Wait.
because Deji, the character designs and character and monster designs of this game were done by Dragon Quest and Dragon Ball legend himself, Akira Toriyama.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
that
That
was
blue
legit.
dragon reminds me of the winged dragon of the fortress from Yu-Gi-Oh.
The reason I'm playing, by the way, the reason I'm playing this on the Xbox One rather than the Xbox 360 is because the Xbox One version is actually this game actually. Oh, okay. This is the title screen, everybody. By the way,
Wow.
notice something missing?
Usually
It
there's
has
supposed.
it has less of a title screen than Sonic Generations.
I mean, usually
What's
there's
the
just like the
actual
part
bug?
where like some anime-esque drawing off in the
I am
distance
not-
shows up.
I assure everybody, there's nothing wrong with my copy. There's nothing wrong with my recording. This is how the title screen is. There's no title in the title screen. Now, Chirai. Okay,
Yes.
Jova. You see that giant empty white space with nothing in it? That
It's
boring
void.
giant void of nothing?
Yes.
Let that be a perfect representation of the empty, shallow imagination employed in this game, and the void it left in my heart in 2007.
Okay.
Maybe it's a metaphor for that.
I cannot think of a more appropriate title screen for this game.
It's weird though. Unlike Final Fantasy 13, from what I've seen, this game gets positive praise. Well, then again, it's been years, and some of that
Not for
positive
nothing,
praise
Jova,
has
but let's not
kind
forget
of
that-
wallowed into mixed reactions among the fans.
Let's not forget, Jova, that Quantum Break is a 70 plus on Metacritic.
No, Pedro. I was talking about gamers' reception, not so much critics'
well,
reception.
yeah.
That's why I said that over the years it seems to have melded into a more mixed reception.
This title is what a great first impression, right, guys?
Whoa, okay. To be fair,
not
we
even an image world. I mean, there's even.
And the music is bland too.
I can see why you left this here for so long.
Yeah.
But wait a minute.
No, actually, the main reason why I'm leaving this for so long is because I'm waiting for the opening movie intro that
Okay.
only plays when you lead it. Out of here.
Okay. Now to its credit. Wait, what are you waiting for?
You'll see.
Yeah,
There's
An opening sequence.
an opening sequence that only plays if you let the title screen idle for a few minutes.
Well, I guess to its credit, guys.
There you go.
So is this all stuff that we're gonna see later anyway?
And here's the first the first problem is already. Oh god, we'll get to Maru later. We'll get to Maru later. First of all, okay. Here's the thing. I know Teo hasn't not exactly a Dragon Quest fan, but I'm sure he'll know how level 5 totally conveyed Akira Toriyama's art style through cell shading in Dragon Quest 8.
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like a Dragon Quest on a low budget.
yeah, that's exactly it, Deji. For some moronic reason, Sakaguchi thought, said shit, that whole cell shading thing. Nah, let's not do that. Let's make the characters look like they're fucking dolls of clay. And honestly, for an Xbox 360 game, I would have hoped this would look. I mean, let's just say Toriyama's art style doesn't transition all that well to this particular art style.
Is this anime thing not anime thing, but these things?
Hold on, character design, Akira Toriyama. Music, Nobuo Uematsu, aka the John Williams of video games. And story by Hironobu Sakaguchi. This game literally has everything it needs to succeed, as I'm sure Teo will agree.
Yeah.
Tears can ease your sorrow, so go ahead and cry as much as
In case
you
you're wondering what the,
On the edge.
you guys are wondering when this game. Okay, here's a little bit of backstory by the. Oh god.
Oh, ow. Ow.
I felt
Meet
my
Deji. Believe it or not,
That's when I thought it
that
was too
character
late.
is voiced by the same woman who
All of a
voices
sudden,
Styx,
still.
and you can tell because she's using the same voice.
If
Just
anyone does
You know, I
over.
actually
anything to
like that
harm
voice
her,
actor.
I'll never
No, I like the voice actress herself, but goddamn, the director was
No
on
matter how
crack
tough
when he
things have
directed her
gotten.
her lines. But anyway, the point is, yeah.
Where's King Piccolo
No.
after?
So yeah, what is that? What is this JRPG made by one of the big fathers of the genre doing exclusively on an Xbox console? You may ask. Well, that's because back in the day in the Xbox 360, Microsoft was trying to bring in Japanese audiences to the Xbox 360. And one of the
Because you know, Japan didn't give us shit about it.
why couldn't that be the title screen? By the way, why couldn't?
So what you're saying is it's all Microsoft's fault again.
Well, actually, as far as we know,
Game and even DLC.
it's just generic item DLC stuff, and it's not. There's no extra dungeon if that's what you were asking.
Okay. English, French, or Japanese? That's random.
All right. Let's start a new game then. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, in an attempt to bring Japanese audiences to the Xbox 360, Microsoft actually got Mistwalker. What's Mistwalker? It's a developer owned by Sakaguchi that is situated in Hawaii. And since Nobuo Sakaguchi is a big figure of Japanese video games, especially at the time, they figured who better than him to make a JRPG exclusive to our console so that Japanese audiences will buy the Xbox 360. It didn't work, not just because, mostly because the Japanese are xenophobic about that kind of stuff. They're not going to buy an American console.
Yeah, it's a problem that the Xbox brand still has to this day.
We're not, and the,
Control. Okay.
all right, so yeah, this is how the game starts. So let's welcome.
That running animation.
Welcome to Blue
Right.
Dragon, everybody. I'm still following
Did
at
anyone
this
see
thing.
the anime of this, by the way?
I did. It's, I guess, a bit better than the actual game, but still not that good, if you ask me. Anyway, for the last 10 years, the ominous violet clouds would loom, coming once each year and bringing disaster to those in their path.
The clouds are
Okay.
rather peculiar like that.
We call it Paris Hilton.
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Nobuo Uematsu channels his Final Fantasy VII self.
Well, that's good.
Seriously, the overall instrumentation of this particular theme is so Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
So that main girl is gonna die, right? Get
No.
stabbed.
There will be no deaths as of yet. There's still gonna be quite a while before we have any kind of stuff like that. Nobody's gonna die in this particular opening, if that's what you're asking.
Land shark.
Yes, basically, Teo. This is Tauta Village, and it's being tormented for 10 years now by this thing called the land shark, which is a robotic giant shark who can swim in sand.
Well,
course.
whatever. Gears did bad anyway, too. So.
True.
You'd think they'd move?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Shiroi. And believe it or not, they will move over the course of this game. So you have to wonder, why are they still here?
Why did it take 10 years though?
Maybe they
I
just
have
like
an
it out
idea.
in the desert. Maybe there's
I
some
have an
secretly.
idea.
Go to another
Hold on. What is
One
it?
at a
Deji?
time.
Good idea. Why don't we take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else?
Yeah, that's pretty much the thing.
Hey,
You're on till bad start when SpongeBob is the voice of reason.
Well, to be fair, SpongeBob's gotten back to being a better. Oh, I get it. Never mind. Oh,
Land shark.
a land shark.
Yeah.
It's an Alaskan bull. Sorry.
Yeah, land shark, land worm, land animal.
And guess what? We're playing as our main character's grandpa. All right, you grandpa here.
All right.
Let me guess, Grandpa's gonna die.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare the baby? Oh, jeez.
Don't worry about it, Fushira. Anyhow, I hear Shu is missing. Oh, never mind. I think I paced this for Shiroi. Never mind. Go ahead, Shiroi.
Okay. I'm sure that Shu is well hidden. Try not to worry too much.
Boy, Shu Takumi's childhood must have been quite interesting.
Shiroi, your pearl voice, please.
The land shark won't get my puppy. I'm holding him real tight.
Aww.
Oh.
I
Don't
already.
worry, this is fiction. They're not gonna kill the dog or the kids.
That's the thing, Shiroi. I care more about that dog than the main characters, as you're about to see.
Well, because they're a dog.
We've been enduring this for the past 10 years, and yet Alright, here's another thing about this particular thing. In these particular text scenes, we see these character portraits here, which is fine. But every time this woman moves closer to the camera, her character model gets blurrier for some reason.
Isn't that supposed to happen the further away you go as well?
I don't get this. Why does the... Oh, go ahead, Teo.
Have you seen Shu?
Shu Takumi? He's working at Capcom still.
Excellent.
Shu? Not since he went out with Akito Jiro.
I heard that the Great Ace Attorney is being localized or
Well-
something. I don't know.
Excellent
There you go.
news.
There you go, Jova. This is why Greatest Attorney won't get localized, because Shitakumi's busy fighting the land shark.
Well, I guess it's a noble fight.
I guess if we complete this game, then we'll get the localization.
All right,
Yes,
then.
sure.
We must do it for the greater good, Pedro.
The greater good. Anyway, blah 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 blah. The land shark is evil.
So,
Have you
question.
seen show, for fuck's sake?
So, a question. Has anyone actually ever seen a land shark aside from the fin?
That's the thing, Jova. After we finally found out what the land shark is, the whole land shark thing just dropped from the game.
Oh, so I was
They
right.
already said it's robotic. It's not an actual.
Oh,
Don't worry, Jova. The land shark
Wait.
is completely pointless to the overall grand scheme of
Wait.
things. Trust me, the game.
wait, hold on. A robotic shark? James and the Giant Peach!
Except that was at the very least better than this.
I still haven't seen
It wasn't. I had problems with that movie, but I'll take this. So I'll
It's
take
this
that movie
guy.
over this.
Boy, you know, Dragon Ball Xenoverse is looking quite interesting.
Look over there.
Is it? I don't know. I think this particular art style looks terrible.
Well,
Okay, maybe not. Maybe terrible is too strong a word, but honestly, I have to ask. Okay, I'll ask this right now. Why isn't this game cel shaded? The best way to bring out Akira Toriyama's brilliant character designs is through cel shading.
Okay, this kid needs to die right now.
And look, Teo, the Buster Sword. Huh?
I mean,
Oh, playable. Checkpoint. Alright, get used to this, people, because over the course of this game, every time anything in this game happens, like every time you get back control of the character, you hear this little voice saying, playable, checkpoint. Like every time something happens in this game, you get the voice saying what happened. You get the checkpoint, and the voice gets, checkpoint, playable,
Edge.
lost. Yeah, no, except it's a billion times more annoying here too, because it happens literally every time.
Are you out of your mind?
Yes, he is.
I can't believe the Great
Why are
Saiyan Man is
why
there.
10-year-old try to get onto a robotic land shark?
Oh, I see just like Gohan.
We won't know what we can or can't do unless we try.
Of course.
Yes, Teo, he's the I will never give up type of anime character. He's basically the Naruto of this game.
Can he die right now?
But he's the main character, Teo.
Oh.
Main character is not an RPG.
They can, but unfortunately, unfortunately,
Wow, the
Deji.
terrible land shark inflicts only like 6 point damage.
Unfortunately, Deji, this game doesn't have the balls to do something like that. Anyway, as you can see, people, most people, at least, me and Teo more like, the battle system is literally copy-pasted from Final Fantasy X.
Do you think this is a side effect of trying to appeal to kids?
No. Well, the thing is, Deji, we don't know anything about the overall development. Like, there hasn't been anyone who talked about if the fault was Microsoft, if the fault was just Mistwalker. We don't really know, so I'm just gonna assume it's the both of them that carried the fault.
Oh, May
And-
actually sucks.
Until we actually get someone who in the know who actually knows what happened with this game, I'm just gonna assume both parties had faults.
What are you doing? Don't just stand there. Run away.
Run away! Run away!
You can't fight that thing with a tiny little dagger.
You know, Gyro, you could give some actual.
Jiro, yeah.
Yeah, it's more fun to call.
Oh, this one.
Done some damage to this bastard.
Oh, hey guys, he said the B word. That's totally a JRPG.
Totally edgy.
how old is this kid?
I'll
Bit of a
I'll have to
potty
look
mouth
at it.
on him.
Kids say that in anime all the
Hey,
time.
Cloak.
Playable.
Playable.
Playable. Wait a minute. What?
You see, Joe, but the game thinks we're stupid and we can't tell when we're controlling the character. So it has to tell us that that it's playable now.
Go around front and get the land shark's attention. So, would you say that this is one of those games?
Actually, yeah, thanks, Joe. I forgot to tell us. I'll be Shu, Joe will be Jiro, and Shira will be Klook, aka the girl that just showed up.
So, question.
Alright, leave it to me.
Question, Pedro. Voice acting wise, does this game suffer the, okay, I'll call it the Gravity Falls syndrome of having preteen kids be voiced by what are clearly adults?
I know,
Yes.
but I want to avenge my mom and dad.
Well, at least it's not as bad as Arc Rise
No,
Fantasia.
guys. Okay, I have to say they're trying to cram up the backstory of all these three people, these three kids in like what 30 seconds.
Wait,
Teo, hey Jova, do you think this is a good time for me to tell Teo that we've literally just seen all the character development these characters get throughout the entire game?
that's all. Ooh boy. Now might be the best.
We barely started. We know just about the village, and then these three dorks of the kids are trying to fight these giant robotic rock land shark, whatever the fuck that is.
Hey, Pedro,
on their own with like toothpicks, and they're trying to explain their backstory in 30 seconds.
Hey, Pedro.
Go ahead, Jova.
Just for a bit of fun facts, what exactly was the brilliant dev and music and, well, everything team behind this game?
Basically, Hironobu Sakaguchi is well known for being the father of the Final Fantasy series. To give you guys an idea, he was one of the big responsible creative forces for Final Fantasy VII, and he was the main creative force behind Final Fantasy IX, one of the most beloved video games of all time. He wrote the story and directed this game. The character design, as we've already said, is the Akira Toriyama, who is, of course, in my opinion, the best character designer in JRPG history. And we have, of course, Nobuo Uematsu, overall regarded as the John Williams of video games, who's done plenty of great scores. And yet, let's just say this game... Okay, I was incredibly excited for this game back when it first came out. I was actually planning on even buying an Xbox 360 specifically just so I could play this game. And let's just say, when I finally did get around to playing it, it was one of the most profound disappointments I've had in my life as a gamer. But it will become more obvious as we proceed. Trust me, we haven't even gotten to the worst parts.
Okay.
We're off to a great start.
Well, it's not terrible,
Okay, why is the
I
land
guess.
shark stuck here? Can he not like get around that thing?
Or, dive under it? Or is that fin always poking up?
Dive under it, Jova. It's traveling underground for the most part.
Teo, you're having dangerous thoughts. I don't have to kill you, do I?
Hey, I'm gonna drag.
And Bambi get 2-degree burns from the upgrade.
These three are our main cast, right?
Yes.
And thus they were carried out to Desert Sand Sea.
By the way, allow me to say something, by the way.
Seriously, kid, what is up with that potty
Is
mouth?
bastard be his catchphrase or something?
Yeah, no, Shiro. No, that's the thing, Shiro. His catchphrase of this game is, I won't give up. A lot of times in this game, every time there's some kind of trouble, he always goes, I won't give up!
A trench? Are they headed towards a trench?
You'll see. Actually, they're more like in a cave, so I don't really get what the fuck was the point of that line.
Wait, a cave? But that didn't look like the opening of a cave.
Well, Jova, you figured that one out, because I can't. Allow me to also say something, because I didn't finish saying it. The reason I'm playing this on the Xbox One is because this game runs better than on the Xbox One, because the frame rate is a lot more consistent.
It was a fake.
It was established earlier that it's a robot.
Well, actually, it was me who said that. The game itself hasn't established that yet.
Okay, never mind then.
Jiro!
Don't worry, like I said, the land shark is not important for the plot in the grand scheme of things. Don't worry about that. The game after this level, after this dungeon, the game will just forget all about the land shark and move on. So don't worry about that.
Hey, are you guys alright?
I think so.
What about the land shark?
Don't worry.
Also, Jiro has
Looks
a
like it's broken.
great Saiyaman style of
Yeah.
costume.
Shoo. Isn't this?
I already pointed that out earlier,
The
though.
ancient ruins.
The ancient
Oh, sorry then.
ruins.
I must have missed
Yeah,
it.
Jiro and I go exploring here all the time. We made the net from metals we found here.
That's correct.
Wait a minute.
Correct.
It's forbidden for us to be in the ruins, isn't it?
But since we're on the
That's the
topic,
point.
can I just say, my problem with
Jiro,
Toriyama
you know
character
that hanging around
designs
with
is
shoes is liable to
sometimes
get
it
you
feels like
killed
he
one day.
reuses some
Perhaps,
characters
but we
that
wanted to
will
It's more like the
make them
faces.
blend in.
It's the faces.
Yeah, it's the faces.
Well,
like,
the thing. Well, you
yeah,
have to
like
understand
3-4
that, G.
faces, but he-
Well, you have to understand that this guy has been drawing manga characters since the early '80s. I mean, after a certain point, you can only come up with so many designs. At some point, you're going to start repeating yourself. And honestly, even when he's technically repeating itself, his designs are so universally appealing to me that I don't really care.
Dude,
I mean,
but
that is what you were
there's a
thinking,
guy
then
in
I'd
one
really have wanted to
Dragon
be in on
Quest
this
who
from the
literally
start.
looks like Super Saiyan Goku
It doesn't
dressed
matter.
with
The three of us somehow
and
managed
Trunks'
to stop that
clothes,
thing.
including
Yeah,
his
yeah,
sword.
yeah.
Not for long.
A lot of times that's more like intentionally a reference rather than that, but yeah, I can see
Also,
your point.
Chrono Trigger. Chrono
you don't have to
literally
rub
looks
them
like
in.
Super Saiyan God. I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, yeah,
But
we
chill.
get what you.
We've been to a lot
Anyway,
of areas of the
we're
ruins
stuck in
before.
this cave
This
and
is a
we're
first,
we're
isn't it?
not moved. We're still standing while talking.
There's lots of places we haven't been. It's not that surprising we turned up in a place we don't recognize.
Okay.
How do you know there's a lot of places? Whatever. Jiro and Klook have joined the party.
Well, it's a nice party joining theme, and wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's fine, but
There
I
you
still
go,
prefer
there
You
you
the
go.
know,
Dragon Quest one.
I just gotta
Nobody,
say,
Dimensional Pocket is back with a vengeance.
that's nice, but you know, am I the one who finds it a bit, I don't know, early to have 2 people join your party already? I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Anyway, did you notice, Teo, how when they joined my party, the voice said join.
Yeah.
Oh, at least the battle theme is nice.
Teo, that man.
Because it's literally a snake that resembles a Japanese.
No,
Pooh.
Teo, that's literally his name. Snake, Pooh Snake. That's his name. This game literally has Pooh monsters. And there's even, and I'm not even kidding, Teo.
Because
You
Akira Toriyama made Arade, of course.
No, that's the thing, Teo. In the world map, we can even find treasure in Pooh.
Look,
This
I
game has
like
quite the fascination
Look,
with Pooh.
Okay, what is it,
I don't
Desi?
like it here.
What, the cave?
What was that?
No, Digimon. There's a
Monster I've never seen
Digimon
before.
species that's literally poop.
We're off
Yeah, I
far
remember
down,
that.
aren't we?
Yes, we are far down.
We better find a way.
I
So-
can already tell this particular LP's
Quest-
going down the shitter.
Okay.
Playable.
Okay.
Hey, guys, playable.
So this is
Yeah.
pretty much the desert's equivalent to a trench. So I gotta ask, how did that huge shark fit down that crevice, since it's implying that they fell down it?
Stop asking questions and enjoy the amazing game.
Well, I could possibly enjoy it. It's just, I don't know. There's kind of quite a few oversights. Ah well.
But yeah, like I was
Maybe
saying,
it'll
as you
make
can
up
see,
for it.
Teo, it's pretty much the Final Fantasy X battle system.
So what weapon are Gyro and Klook using?
Right now, they're just, I guess, throwing rocks, because we haven't gotten our magic yet. I'll explain magic later when we get it.
They don't have any weapons on them, then why the heck did those 2 even bother joining him out in the desert? Were they trying to get him to come home?
Detective.
Detected.
We're gonna be hearing narrations like that a lot, aren't we?
And like I said, Joe, every single time, basically every time a monster sees you, detected. Every time he loses you out of sight,
That's
lost. What is it, Teo? Sorry.
No,
Oh,
I
someone's
heard
phone's going off.
Yeah.
Eh?
I was on mute the whole time, so it wasn't me.
Not me.
I don't even hear anything.
Whatever.
I didn't hear it either. Oh well.
Whatever. The point is, every time a monster finds us on the dungeon or on the map, we hear detected. Every time we manage to lose him, the voice says lost. So yeah, we're gonna hear this voice throughout this entire game.
And let me guess. Obviously, you cannot turn it off.
Nope, not that I can
haven't
see at
really
least.
heard it, honestly. So is it pretty quiet? Or...
It is a low voice, yes, but trust me, Shiri, when you're actually playing the game on your own without commentary, you'll notice it.
So you're saying that this is a game that's better watched than played?
I would argue so, yes, because trust me, this game gets boring really quickly. It's not apparent yet, but trust me, it will get worse.
Well, the music doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, the music is
Oh god,
fine.
I get it now.
What?
What I mistook for the phone are actually the selection on the menus.
Oh god, you're right.
Oh wow.
Holy shit.
Oops.
And
And I do like this bit of fanfare. This one's fine. Don't get me wrong. Nobuo Uematsu's score does have its good ones in this game, but for the most part, it's pretty forgettable to me. Like for example, that title screen theme, I can't even remember it. Item. Yeah, and when we get an item, the voice says item.
this is gonna become a meme.
This is
isn't
even
it?
worse than. This is worse in terms of handholding than fucking Mystic Quest.
Okay.
And allow me to remind you, everybody, the guy who gave us Final Fantasy IX gave us this.
And also the composer, who
Next
was...
time you listen.
So let's see. The guy who gave us amazing games, the composer who gave us amazing music, and, oh yeah! Who else's talent was involved?
And the guy who gave us the most influential manga in existence.
No, it's not even just Sakaguchi, by the way. Some of the key development members are former members of the Chrono Trigger team. I mean, this game...
So is this why we're not getting a Chrono for...
Apparently not, no. As I'm sure Taylor will agree with me, if there's ever been a foolproof recipe for an amazing JRPG, it's this one. And yet, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the game is already horrible yet, but you have to admit, the game isn't exactly making a good first impression.
No, at all.
The running animation is kind of jittery.
Yeah.
Item.
But yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. Though I do find it interesting that the guys who also left Square and formed Monolith Soft are making Xenoblade.
Well, the thing, fortunately, Tetsuya Takahashi actually retained. Fortunately, he didn't give himself a lobotomy. Fortunately.
Yeah. Do you realize the story of how Xenoblade was made? It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, it is, but we'll bring it up when we get to that commentary.
What the hell?
For now, let's just stick to this.
Oh.
What's happening?
I don't know.
So we went from land... Wait, this is the land shark?
Yes, the land shark is actually an airship.
That was apparently...
Found out.
That was coated in rock, so does this mean that there's no such thing as land sharks?
Nope.
Wait, do we actually get real land sharks later?
Nope. So, like I told you, the whole land shark thing was kind of pointless.
Is this the
Why
last
did
we...
he-
Is this the
Why
last
does he
we...
even torment the village? Like, what does it gain?
We're gonna get an explanation for that eventually, too, but way later into the game.
Are we at least gonna get back home at some point, or is that the last we saw of the village and whatnot?
No. We will but get back to the village. We'll even be able to explore it and everything. Don't worry.
Well, okay. I get that.
Join.
Looks
Hey, guys, join.
Hey, wait a minute. Why did it say join? They're already on our party.
No, that's the thing, Jova. Every time there's a cutscene with the three main characters talking, the cutscene ends. Then the two characters go back into Shu's pocket, and we hear join. Because again, you see, Jova. You notice that Sakaguchi apparently loves that voice so much that he decided we're going to hear it as much as possible, no matter how
sound is really bothering me.
no matter how redundant and pointless it is. Join.
So, how many cutscenes are there? Are there a lot?
It's a JRPG, Jova. There's gonna be a lot of cutscenes. There's even FMVs and everything.
Well, I guess it depends. I mean, I guess I meant cutscenes where afterwards they'll join.
Don't worry, Jova. Just see for yourself, and you'll see what exactly.
Is that as much as Final Fantasy 13?
Do you think that
Debatable.
I'll give Final Fantasy. I'll give this game this. At least this game is an actual game.
Yeah.
Then we better be careful. You two stay close to me, alright?
So I didn't disappoint you on that
You
front.
show off.
I am not showing off, Luke.
Can't you see how I am responding to
What was
you?
that?
Yeah, the voice direction is not exactly the best, as you can see.
And wait, they had to flash to it. Whatever, maybe it's just an artistic choice. You know, I'll never get some of these things where people just flash and then, oh, whoa, that'll count as being done, as opposed to just showing the thing actually being done.
I'm to this day, I'm still baffled that this game got 2 DS sequels and an anime.
Oh, were they better?
No.
I haven't played them because I didn't like this game, so as you can probably guess, I wasn't exactly interested in playing the
I
sequels.
guess it was successful enough.
Oh, is that our first boss battle?
Watch your mouth.
No, Teo, unfortunately, we'll only get to fight this guy later on in this free.
In case you're wondering who the villain is.
King Piccolo.
Meet our villain, Nene. And that particular little thing right there, that thing is also annoying. Why? Because every time Nene says something, that little thing repeats his last words. Listen.
So it's a parrot.
Yeah, basically.
So
Yeah.
it's his personal Iago, only without the
villain
charm.
himself says, "Shut up."
So it was you controlling the land shark.
Why is there a piano that I can only slightly hear in the background?
Because Uematsu is feeling ballsy today, I don't know.
Sound balance, man. Sound balance.
And again, this is Nobuo Uematsu. I mean, if anyone knows this shit, it's Nobuo
Oh, he
Uematsu.
said it
Whoa,
again.
he said it again.
I won't give up!
No, he's...
That's the titular dragon.
Well, it's a violet dragon, not a
Okay.
purple dragon. Not a...
It's a Tio, it's a stare.
Of course. The
And
Nene
by the-
laughs
by the-
ferociously.
Yeah, that's actually one of his attacks. Laughing ferociously.
So here's a question. Why didn't the game actually just have him laugh? I mean, okay, I get that it's a throwback, but I don't recall Final Fantasy VII ever saying, villain does this, villain does that, as opposed to, animating it.
Actually, it depends on the JRPG. It can be common to say, "Oh shit, it completely wrecked you."
You're
I
supposed
get-
to, as you can see.
Obviously, but Jesus.
You are so pathetic. No intelligence.
Wait, are you talking about them or the game?
Will they really serve my purpose?
Also, could you use at least some?
Okay, do we really need that thing to repeat his last two words every time he says
Apparently.
You
something?
alright?
I'm fine.
Keep in mind, Teo, who
doesn't
wrote this
hurt.
game.
I'm the protagonist, and I'm
I
fine.
won't give up.
I won't give up. There you go. He said it again. I won't.
You are the one who
Technically,
controls the
Pedro,
land
this
shark.
is
You killed
Sakaguchi
my mom and
after.
dad!
Oh, so
Sure,
let-
yeah.
Oh, I get it. So the land shark killed her mom and dad, but it was actually his fault. So therefore, it's now a story about revenge. Wait, hold on. She had a mom and dad who got killed? Oh, right. I missed that because I blinked.
That's the thing, Jova. We'll never get any flashback of how her relationship was with her parents. We don't even get to know her parents in any way, shape, or form. We're
And-
just told that her parents died, and that's it.
And again, they don't even
How
show
are you
the...
gonna? Oh,
Seriously, though. Okay, every time they seem to get grabbed, the game automatically flashes off, and then... Oh, now they're all of a sudden grabbed.
Oh, here we go. He's about to say it again, guys. Here we go.
I don't wanna die.
I won't be defeated.
Well, I guess it... Never mind, you said it. That'll be his dying words.
Sorry, Azeroth. What the fuck?
What?
I can fly.
I'm sorry,
Don't
I
you
didn't
see-
know that
don't
we...
you
Someone press the reverse button.
Don't worry, Teo. We're gonna explain later what happened here.
Oh
It's
crap!
because I said I won't give up.
But don't you get it, guys? Shu repeating "I won't give up" over and over makes him an endearing character.
Of
It
course.
also makes him fly.
What?
I have so many questions.
Okay, this isn't the most...
I bet most of those won't be answered either.
Probably.
They will actually, believe it or not.
Oh,
Probably poorly.
Okay, so...
Not that well, but they'll be. By the way,
Oh,
John.
Question.
Let me guess, that cube is your save point.
No. Well, the cube. Yeah, it is. Sorry.
You know, what is up with this game's fetish for cutting from cutscene to cutscene when really it doesn't need to cut from cutscene to cutscene? Like,
That's
seriously.
because Jova. Actually, there's a good reason for that, Jova. It's kind of hard to notice because the in-game graphics are very similar to the FMVs, but the reason for that is because the game keeps alternating between in-game cutscenes and CG FMVs. And every time there's an FMV, every time an FMV ends and we have to go back to the in-game graphics, the game stops for a bit to load.
Well, that's a bit of an issue because, like, oh, seriously, scenes like where those arms are about to grab them, and then it flashes to white or black,
Jova,
those are really hard to
if
tell.
If I have to hazard, I guess, Jova, it's because of not the hardware, but the way discs are functioning on the Xbox 360. Remember, we're still using DVDs, not Blu-rays, so the format has to be either compressed or altered in some way.
I get that. It's just like, well, geez, I don't recall even seeing this many cutscene cuts in Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, well.
I get a Pokemon.
It's a soul?
Greninja.
It's an MP ball?
All the spheres.
Do you have to eat those things?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to say something that you haven't heard of me in a while, but honestly, Persona 3 had a better way to implement your Persona summoning.
Oh, please too. Persona 3 wipes its ass with this game.
And
Wait,
that
wait.
involved shooting yourself in the head.
Wait, hold on. So, are you sure this is called Blue Dragon or Blue Balls?
that actually is a good thing to say. Yes, join. Thank you, Jova. Because if there's ever been a perfect game to represent gaming blue balls, gaming's equivalent of blue balls, it's this one.
Wait, hold on. Oh wait, never mind. There's the music.
Why did our party members disappear just before a fight?
Allow me to answer. Shiroi, allow me to answer your question in the game's way. Join.
So,
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Abridged. That's your.
Basically, Shiroi, it's the typical invisible dimensional pocket that you see a lot in games, where just so you don't have to render all three models walking at once, all the characters are quote unquote on the protagonist's pocket. You know.
Mini games with QTEs.
Well, to be fair, this is just mashing A, so it's not that. And it makes sense for this particular situation for that to be a mashing A, to simulate the fact that you're trying to close this thing. I'm fine with this, honestly.
Uh-oh.
So when you're running, were they chasing you? Like,
Yes, they were chasing me, yes.
in the
Basically,
hall?
I have to try to close that door before they go, and if I don't close it in time, I'll keep having more and more battles.
okay, look, I'm just gonna say this right now, but numerous spouts of rocks that the heroes just happen to have on them, that's a stupid starting weapon unless you actually explain that in the JRPG. I mean, seriously, why not just go for something like their own fists or something if they're, you know,
And now,
not
by the
weapon
way-
equipped?
And now, thanks to Teo, I wish I was playing Persona 3. Anyway,
Persona 5 came out, so just get
no, I still have to get that game. I want to play that game so bad, but I still have to play Nier and Nier Automata first. Anyway,
so many good games coming out this year. Holy shit!
and all of them for PlayStation. Anyway, what was I saying? The one thing that I do like about the battle system, by the way, is how every time it's one of your character's turns, you get that little, right there. You get to see the character closed up, and you get to see his reaction. And for example, when they're on low on HP, their animation will reflect that. So that's a nice touch. I'll give it that. See, Blue Dragon fans, I'm trying to be fair. Anyway, what I was about to say. Oh yeah. You were asking about the Blue Dragon thing, Deji? We're about to get an explanation for what.
Why he said blue balls because they were carrying blue balls.
Yeah, I know. But we're about to get the explanation of why this game is called Blue
They just don't
Dragon.
know when to give up, do they?
They never give up, do they?
You have to find the 7 dragon.
Oh no, not a third
A
section.
miniature version of it.
No. That's only later, too. Not yet.
Do you think we could ride it out of here?
I don't know, Teo. I like the turret sections in Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, but that was because 15 was a good
What
game.
if we can't?
An unfinished game. That's still a good game.
Now that's the thing, Deji. This game is finished, and yet Final Fantasy 15 completely wipes its ass with this game.
And better had, considering how long it was in development.
What the hell? God is not pleased with you, you deep
15
shit.
15 had problems, but it was still a great game overall. This game is not to mention that game at least had creative inspiration and love put into it. This game, as you can see so far, is so by the numbers and...
Not just that, the pace is fucking off.
Yeah. I just don't get it. What happened after Final Fantasy IX? Did Sakaguchi give himself a lobotomy?
Let's give it a shot.
I don't... What? What happened to you?
To trust it.
Hey, you with the weird voice.
Creative,
You're responsible if anything bad
Really
happens to us.
bankrupt. Lost his edge.
Yeah, there you go, Teo. Not Teo. Sorry. That's the thing, Deji. That's the best way to describe this game in just 2 words. Creatively bankrupt.
Fucking ate those things.
And then they die and the game's over.
Don't eat shiny things you find on the ground in the middle of
Oh, die!
secret layers and shit.
But guess what? After swallowing the spheres, their shadows turn into blue shadowed animals.
It's a JoJo reference.
Is that a fucking JoJo reference?
And there's the... Hold on.
Congratulations, kid. Now you can summon Satan.
Oh, nice.
And there's the titular blue dragon.
Oh man.
What's going on?
Hey, weird voice! Tell us what's happening here!
Alright, so now that we have our magic, it's because our stats have increased dramatically, so now we can take down this guy incredibly easy, as you're about to see. Whoa. Get ready, Joe, we're gonna have a live now.
Keen. Whoa.
Incredible line.
And now it bows to our every whim, I guess.
Pile of bull.
Yeah, seriously, that thing looks more like a bull than a dragon.
No, only Jiro. Sorry. Only Shu has the dragon. Jiro has a bull, and Luke has a phoenix.
So, did that thing said detected?
Yeah, multiple
Yes,
times.
yes, because the enemy saw us, so detected. Again, Jova, you're stupid, so the game needs you to tell you when the monster sees you.
So, let me guess, the blue dragon is what drew us back up to that thing with the blue orbs.
Yes, they need the blue orbs to commandeer this ship for some reason, and they never explain why. Hey guys, FMV, and now pretty scenery, which would, well, it would be pretty scenery if the graphics were beautiful, but they're not.
What year did this come out?
2007,
Yeah,
on the an Xbox 360 exclusive. Not honestly, I'm sorry, Deji. Dragon Quest VIII was a PS2 game, and that game looked much better than this.
So we're gonna have our typical protagonist crash their plane thing?
Yes.
We're no survivors.
Why does this ship look awfully familiar?
They survived this. That's because Deji, Toriyama didn't just design the characters, he also designed the monsters and the machines.
Wait, where's the machine reminding me of?
Why did he need to say
I
I will...
forgot. In any media, a vehicle that crashes explodes for no reason.
Oh!
This is Speed Racer. Oh!
No, Teo, Speed Racer is a lot more fun than this.
So,
Well, I guess,
Well, then that was Blue Dragon. Oh, wait, never mind.
Well, that was fun.
Hey, are you guys alright?
Ugh. Way past cool.
That was close.
What? Oh.
Basically, Jiro is the white mage of our group.
Oh, incredible. The girl is not the white mage. That's revolutionary, actually.
And heck, she was never even hurt in the first place, kind of like
Wait,
Sonic
wasn't the
06.
girl in Final Fantasy 9?
I love her eye, look at her eye!
It's like Ryder in the new Mass Effect
You
game.
healed her with that weird shadow.
No, actually, Teo, I'm gonna give it credit. This game still looks better than Mass Effect Andromeda. I'll give it that.
What I was thinking was, I need to help Kluk and heal her wounds quickly. Then my shadow appeared.
So does this mean he could just think
Was
any
like my
thought and
feelings
bam, that's
were
it?
transformed into
That's
power.
right, my feelings were transformed into power. So yeah, those weren't spheres, they were just Chaos Emeralds. It turns your feelings into power. Isn't that the actual thing that they say in Sonic 06? It turns your feelings into power, or was it?
Honestly, Pedro, at the point of Sonic
They've
06,
said
Chaos
it-
Emeralds do everything as long as the plot demands it.
The series has said it at
like
one.
that.
I remember the actual line. It's literally when Silver first picks that Chaos Emerald after defeating the Egg Genesis, and then Blaze says specifically, "That's a join. That's a Chaos Emerald. It turns your thoughts into power." There you go, thoughts into power. It's basically the same shit.
And occasionally that's your time travel.
So let me guess, water heals us.
Yes. Well, this is a typical thing from old school Final Fantasy. A spring that heals us. So.
Yeah, that's nice.
Delish! This water really hits the spot.
I feel magical power, like before. Watch, audience, as we... Oh, go on, Sheree.
It's true, that's so strange. Okay, now that we're feeling good, let's hurry back to Talta Village.
Right.
Welcome back to Corneria.
Watch, audience, as we give better voice acting than the actual voice actors could be bothered to.
And yet still better voice acting than Outcry's Fantasia.
To be fair, though, we have better voice
Is that the
direction.
game you showed me yesterday?
Yes.
To be fair, though...
Well, anything's better than that.
To be fair, though, we have better voice direction on hand here than those poor voice actors did back then.
Alright, everybody, we'll continue exploring the decline of one of the greatest JRPG masters in the next part.
See ya.
So, yeah.